Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're someone who's been always wanting to create a chatbot and that to a WhatsApp chatbot, or if you're someone who's running their own private business and want all the customer service requests to actually go to a WhatsApp chatbot and get some automated replies, and you've been always thinking how to do it easily, how can I create my own WhatsApp chatbot, then this video is for you. I'll walk you through the process of how to get the chatbot ready. I'll show you how it works as well. So without wasting any time, let's get started. For creating my WhatsApp chatbot workflow, I am going to use something called as N8N. I've been using N8N for a while, and it's a very good workflow builder, and it's been designed so well that anytime you have to debug something, anytime there's a failure, it's easy to identify where something has failed. So we will start with N8N and we'll see how to create our entire workflow of chatbot and conversations with WhatsApp and see how easy it is. To get started, I am on this portal of N8N. I'll click on start from scratch and you will see an editor like this that will open. The very first thing we need to do is to create the first step, which is basically whenever a message comes, something has to happen. So there has to be a trigger here when this workflow will get triggered. In our scenario, this workflow will always get triggered whenever somebody sends a message. So first thing we'll do, add a step here and we will say WhatsApp and we'll click on WhatsApp Business Cloud. And over here, we'll say that this workflow will get triggered on messages. So now this is where the interesting bit starts. First, you have to create your credentials, because in order to send WhatsApp messages, you need to have those credentials of WhatsApp Business API to send the message. So it's again very simple. We click on new credential and it's asking for client ID and client secret. Now this is where a lot of people get confused on how to get these details, and we will cover that in this video. So the very first thing, to get client ID and client secret, you have to create an account on business.facebook.com, and it will look something like this. When you log in, you will have to log in with your Facebook credentials. I already have a business portfolio that is created here, but once you first come on this portal, you will have to create a business portfolio. Now it is again one of Meta's requirement that you have to create a business portfolio, and very simple. When you click on it, you have to put a name, an address, what kind of business it is, and maybe like 3-4 clicks, your business portfolio will be ready. Once this is created, please understand that this has to be there. So once this is created, then the real work starts, which is to go to developers.facebook.com/apps. You can see the URL here. Over here, we have to create a new app. So we'll click on create app, and it will ask you some basic questions like what is the app name. So we are going to say N8N chatbot, for example, and the contact email has to be the same email that is linked to your business portfolio. So in my case, it is this. I will click on next. It is going to ask use cases. In this, let's just click on other and click on next. Post this, it's going to ask what kind of operations are you going to do. Please ignore the language here. It's just translated to Bahasa. What it basically means is, are you going to use it for business or personal use? So in our case, because we want to use WhatsApp Business API, we are going to click on business and click on next. The last thing here, which is very important, is you have to select your business portfolio, the one we created just before. And in this, I will choose my business portfolio, click on create app, and in a couple of seconds, my app will be created. Now, let's just wait for it to complete. I think it takes a couple of seconds. And now my app is completed here. It's set up. What I'll do is I will add a product, which is WhatsApp here, because this is what I want to use. So I'll click on setup, and this will load a screen like this. Now we will come to the screen later, but first, if you remember, on the N8N trigger, we need client ID and client secret. In the developer platform here, you have to go to app settings, click on basic, and it will load a screen which will give us the client ID and client secret. So what N8N calls client ID and client secret, Meta calls it app ID and app secret. So I'll copy the app ID, I'll paste it here, I'll go back again, reveal the secret, copy the secret from here, click on client secret, and then I will click on save. The N8N will also tell you if the connection has been tested successfully. Now this is a very good feature because now I know that the connection is established. Now I think till this part it's all good. This will actually get triggered whenever a message comes. Now what I need to do is I need to pass this message to some model like GPT or Cloud and get a response back. So for that, what I'll do is I'll choose my model here, OpenAI. I will say message a model, and in this what I have to do is first you have to connect your credentials. Now my credentials, OpenAI credentials and API key is already connected, but in case it's not connected for you, you have to click on new credentials and it's asking for API key. This API key can be easily generated from a portal called as platform.openai, and in this you have to click on create new secret key, give it a name, choose a project, and the secret key will be generated. Now since I have already generated my key, I will use the same key and not create a new one. And in the model I will choose GPT-4o. In the prompt I'll keep it empty for now and just close it for now. So now you see any message that comes, this will go to GPT and it will generate a reply. Now once the reply is generated, the last step is I need to give this response back to the customer who's asking me a query. Now this is where Meta's API makes it a little complicated. We'll see how it is. We click on WhatsApp Business Cloud again, and in this we are going to choose the action send message. Here you see it requires a new type of credentials. So we'll say, okay, create new credentials. This is where it's asking access token. So app ID and app secret is needed when you want to receive a message, and access token is needed when you want to reply back to a customer. So now we'll go back to our developer.facebook again. Here you see we added a product called as WhatsApp. We click on it and we are going to now click on API setup. So once you click here, it's going to take some time to load, and it will load the WhatsApp product. And over here it's quite simple. You would have got a test number, like you see I have also got a test number here. You have to choose who you want to send. You have to choose a recipient phone number. In this I have already added my number. In your case it will be empty and you can add your own number. Once you add your number, you will get a WhatsApp OTP on your WhatsApp number, this added number. You just have to type it here and verify it. In the test mode this is needed. In production mode you can reply to anybody who's asking a question. So now what we are going to do is you can choose your number. I'll keep it empty for now, and we click on generate access token. So this is like an OAuth flow. I'll get my access token. I click on reconnect here. Since I have already connected, I will get my token. I will copy this token, go to my workflow, put the access token here, copy the business ID from here, paste the business account ID, click on save, and it again shows me that it is connected successfully. Till here I think we're all good. In the sender phone number we have to choose the test number that got generated, so the same number. And in the recipient phone number I'll just type my own number because I have that added. And in the text body I'll say hello from Chatbot. Again, in a production scenario you can reply to anybody who's messaging you. In this case, because we are in test mode, we are going to use my number. So everything is done. We click back, we click on the save button here. We will give this workflow a nice name. We'll say WhatsApp Chatbot, and now our workflow is ready. Now the only thing I need to do is I'll click on test workflow, so it will wait for an event from WhatsApp. I will go to my WhatsApp test account, which is here. I will say hello, and if you see here, immediately the message start coming, processing on GPT, and a response is sent. So you see I got a response back here which says hello from Chatbot. So till this point it's working fine. Now what we are going to do is we need to actually get a proper response back from GPT. So that's where N8N shines. I will click on this button, click on open, and now in the prompt section I will actually send the user message. So that user message is actually over here in text body. I'll just drag and drop it here, and the reply would also be what the model generated and not hello from Chatbot. So this also, you see the reply is in OpenAI message and content. I'll drag and drop it here and we should be good now. Click on save. Let's test our workflow again. go to WhatsApp and send the same message, say hello, and now I'll get a proper message back which will say, okay, this is successful. Let's see our WhatsApp, which says, hello, how can I assist you today? So this way you can connect your Google Calendar also in the future, and you can do a lot of things here. So this is all about the video. I hope you like it. I hope you're able to make your own WhatsApp chatbot, and you can automate a lot of your conversational chatbot for your own businesses, for small startups that you're running. And I hope this video helps you. If it does, please make